So the first thing is that I use pretty much every AI tool out there. I use Gemini, I use Claude, I use GPT, all for different reasons. Now, I primarily use Claude, and the reason I use Claude, and I'll send this message out, is because of the connectors into all of my tools that I currently use. Rovo, which is going to be all of our Atlassian stuff, Jira, Confluence, literally everything else, Gmail, Google Drive, etc. So I'm going to use a very practical example that I actually did this I think it was Thursday or Friday, I actually did this, where I wanted to format a doc, but didn't want to spend hours going through and actually formatting a doc that looks like this. This is one of our lead magnets, formatted really well. It took me hours to actually get to this point. And I want to just distill that into a formatting guide, and I want all of my pages to look like this. And I give it a screenshot, the link, and I'll go ahead and send this to Opus. Just do Opus High is fine, and we'll send it out. So while that's working, I'll kind of explain why I use different models. The reason I use Claude is primarily because of the connectors. There's really no other AI tool that has this many connectors that integrate with all of the tools that you currently use. So that's my go-to for any actioning, any context-aware things. Let's go ahead and allow this. And really anything that I'm doing where it's going to be using or pulling context from a tool. Now, the Gemini, I kind of use for any how-to, any kind of reasoning, searching, research. It's really good at that kind of stuff because it's a little bit more, it's less of a yes man, and it's a little bit more telling you the truth straight up, and sometimes disagrees with you, which I like a lot more. GPT I use for more quick answers and results because it's really, really fast. So while that's going, this is a really practical use case that, again, I used last week that connects to some of the tools, and I do this all the time. Whenever I need to action on something, like creating an SOW for a client, I could pull the client details from Confluence and Jira, what we're working on with them, draft an SOW, get that into HubSpot, send it out. It could do all of that for me. This one here, beautiful. So it pulled in my Confluence formatting guide, pulled in rules, a page skeleton. And what I would do here essentially is I would use this formatting guide with my Claude setup. So I would say, hey, here's a document, here's a whole bunch of text I want to get into a really nice formatted doc into Confluence. Use this formatting guide to create the page for me. So not only do I not have to create the Confluence page, I also don't have to format it because it's going to use beautiful formatting for me in the exact way that I would typically like to do it, which is using tables, colors, very simple language and words. Hey, real quick, if you feel like Jira is messy and slow, or you feel like you're constantly trying to fix and rebuild it, then I want to invite you to take our free Jira strategy assessment down below. In just a few really quick questions, we'll show you which stage your team is currently in and exactly what to fix first.